Alright. I think that's everything we can do. Yeah, that I talked to the people in the engineering building already. Alright. We were all told to meet here at 9 a.m. Seems like I still have some time. No idea what this is all about, but it'd probably be a good idea to finish preparing first. Excuse me. We're done. Good. Okay, whatever that was gonna say. That was really fast. Instructor, I wasn't expecting you to be... Sharon, don't act surprised. You guys all knew this was gonna happen. Weren't you at the dormitory when we left? Indeed I was, but I was summoned here by Lady Sarah. So, after seeing all of you off, I came straight here. How did I guess she'd get here ahead of us? You know, at this point, I shouldn't really be surprised. Elliot's speaking truths here. Why are you guys still surprised? Sheesh. She ain't the Rainforest's top maid for nothing. Personally, I would have preferred not to ask her to come all that at all. But since she'll be acting as Group A's guide, I didn't have much of a choice. Why, thank you. Wait, why would we need a guide? So you're telling me... Oh, it looks like everyone's here already. Oh, Sharon's here too. Huh? What's she doing here? Cooking, cleaning, instantaneous... you flatter me, Master Eustace. I was gonna say instantaneous teleportation, maybe? I can't... They went too fast. Well, we've got all you here now. And look at that. 9 a.m. Right on time. Huh? What's that sound? Sounds like a rush of air, no? That's not quite it. Sounds to me like an airship. Are you kidding me? Look. What the hell is that? It's an airship. Didn't they just say? Here they come. Quite the expensive school transportation. How much is tuition? Just wondering. What is that thing even doing here? Of course Marcus has to yell. Oh, so cool. Crimson airship. Who does it belong to? An Imperial Army warship, maybe? Nah, not enough giant guns. Still, shape looks familiar. Oh, now I remember. It's like the white wing of Liberal. White wings of Liberal? Okay. You think so too, right? You mean like our sail? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance. Our seal? Yeah, our seal, I guess. Arcel, I think, is how they pronounce it. Arcel. Wasn't that a high-speed cruiser from the Kingdom of Liberal? Indeed, it was on that very airship that Prince Oliver made his triumphant return to Heimdall. No way. They're not seriously going to land here, right? Of course they are. It's 75 arg from bow to stern. So, like 75-meter long ship, I guess. It might be a bit of a snug fit, but they should be able to touch down. Man, you gotta be kidding me. Wait a minute, how do you know how large it is? Yeah, that is quite the tight fit. The Gentle is landing there, and I'm pretty sure those rudders on the side hit the wall, but oh well. This is the best. Oh, my controller died. It's actually pretty up close. The more I look, the more it seems just like the Arcel, except red. It bears the crest of Erebonia, though. So, at the very least, it's an airship from the Empire.
Salutations, my beautiful friends! It's only been 10 days since last we met, but I couldn't keep myself away.
Prince Oliver!
And Major Vander.
I don't understand the whole what is voice and what isn't choices, but whatever. Glad to see you all again.
Your slack-jawed amazement says it all. It looks like this will be quite the crowd pleaser during its grand unveiling in Heimdall.
Wait, what grand unveiling?
Man, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Still, the prince is just here in a supporting capacity today, so to say nothing of myself. The real star of the show, the stars of the show are the airship and this fine gentleman we have on board.
Who might you be referring to?
It's been quite some time. I see many familiar faces gathered here today, and several I've yet to have the pleasure of meeting.
Is that Laura's dad? I think it is.
Is that?
I know that voice.
It is.
The Radiant Blade Master?
Father!
So that's Laura's dad? Wait, who's the one now?
And look, Toval's with him too.
This isn't quite how I expected our grand reunion to go, that's for sure.
What are you doing up there? And what's with the hat?
The hat? That's what's surprising? Okay. I guess they didn't want to get your voice actor. Allow me to introduce you. This is Captain Victor S. Arced, who will be assuming command of the ship.
So that's what this is about.
I'll fill you in on the details another time.
Excuse me.
What in the name of Adios is that?
Wow, what a pretty ship.
This thing's a real piece of work.
Incredible! I've heard about the specs, but the numbers don't do it justice. Looks even better live than on paper.
Principal Van Dyke, you too?
Could someone fill us in on what exactly is going on here?
Your bafflement is quite understandable. The chairman of the board proposed a change to your travel arrangements for this month's field study. He's agreed to deliver all of you to your respective destinations aboard this airship.
What? We'll be riding in style.
He's mainly taking it on its maiden voyage to unveil the ship to the nation. We're just kind of along for the ride. You'll be headed to the capital first, but from there, it'll be a straight shot to Ruhr.
Wow. I'm not sure what to say.
Oh, this is all so sudden. I think I need to sit down.
Well, should we be off, Your Highness?
Yes, that sounds marvelous. With that, let me be the first to welcome you, Class 7. Aboard the second Arsail-class high-speed cruiser, the Courageous.
Bullshit, bro. Took us only 30 minutes to all board and get to cruising altitude. It's impressive. Isn't this the capital? I'm assuming they told people ahead of time, because like the military would be freaking out and shooting that down if they didn't. You're still there? Okay, we're just riding around the capital, I guess. Doing a few laps. Flexing on everybody. Respect. Huh. Not even our high-speed trains could hope to match that. That may be true, but we still have our own strengths. How's the investigation coming along? Well, they've been pretty blatant about trying to obstruct us, so basically about what we expected. Same is true in other areas as well. Understood. Respond with pattern 13. I'll head there myself this afternoon. Here's ma'am.
My brother told me all about it, but there's no substitute for seeing it soar through the skies. Simply beautiful. Yes, it really is. You're up there, aren't you, Rean?
This is the first time we've seen like the actual king and queen.
Wow!
Or I guess it's emperor and empress? Is this an empire?
That's the Courageous! Oliver finally finished his airship!
It's a fine ship, isn't it?
Kind woman, apparently. Making a lot of assumptions here.
Prince Olivert seems to have gone to quite a lot of trouble having it built.
And he's just a blonde-haired man. He doesn't even get to be kind.
Is this the wind of change you intend to release across our stained and troubled land?
Not the voice I was expecting, but okay.
Go, my son, and show me the caliber of man you can be.
Alright, no more fun times.
Can you believe it's been almost 2 years already? And look at how far our debaucherous prince has managed to come. Partnering with Liberl to make a second Arcel-class airship, then cruising over the capital? I suppose that's one way to stick it to you for outmaneuvering him at the trade conference.
Let him have his fun for now. Still, this was certainly an unexpected play on his part.
He apparently aimed a gun at you, I guess. I wonder, that probably happened maybe in another game. Who knows?
He and that band of students he likes to ship across the country have proven a never-ending source of entertainment. But now, my dear Prince Olivert, we have reached a decisive point. The board has been prepared, every piece in its place. Can you turn the tides in your favor? I look forward to finding out.
Oh, they made it go faster. To show how fast it is, I guess. Realistically, we're in a giant missile. This is no control at all. But, you know, fantasy. It's fine. We also have no aerodynamics as well. I don't know how we're, you know, flying like this.
It's currently 10:02, and we have a north-northwesterly wind blowing in at a speed of 11 arg.
I suppose it doesn't probably help the fact that they probably don't have aluminum. Most of this is probably steel, which is super heavy to be flying.
We've just passed through the Schwartz-Drake Barrier's airspace into the province of Nortia.
Current speed is 3,050 SPH. We've reached full cruising velocity.
SPH. Spiders per hour. Spinach per hour. Who knows? Speed per hour. I would expect something like APH or something like ARG per hour, or no, that wouldn't make sense. What's like a mile to them, or a kilometer? I can't remember.
Maintain current course and speed. Follow the Nortia main line, maintaining a distance of 200 arg.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So this is what the bridge of the cruiser looks like. It's all kind of making my head spin. If I'm not mistaken, the ship is equipped with the Espene Foundation's latest information processing system. So you actually managed to get the Reinford Group, Zeiss Central Factory, and the Espene Foundation to collaborate. I suppose you would be the most well-informed on matters of technology. It took the combined efforts of countless supporters to take this airship from blueprint to beauty. I've caused a great many people no small amount of trouble gathering the technology and funds to build it. It's nice to know even princes have trouble when financing sometimes. Alas, it's true. I had to borrow quite a sum from a number of sources, the Emperor himself among them. But all my labors bore fruit, and we were able to build an airship that met all of my ideal specifications. At a length of 75 arc. It's almost twice the size of the original Arcel, and with sporting 20 ZCF's high-performance engines, it can achieve a top speed of roughly 3,000 SPF. Or SPH, sorry. Not quite as fast as the Arcel's 3600 SPH, but the Courageous boasts high armor and interception capabilities. Good grief, she's memorized all of the specs already. Still, the more I hear about it, the more unbelievable it sounds. Sounds like he's compensating for something. Maybe. I had heard something like this was in development, but I never would have imagined you'd pack this much power into it. Well, now we have a rough idea how extravagant this ship is, but what I don't understand is why my father's sitting in the captain's seat. He's not even part of the military. Unless, Father, did you actually enlist in the Imperial Army? Huh. I can understand why you might be perplexed. However, this ship isn't a part of any military force. Huh? So wait, is it officially regarded as the property of the Imperial family? Precisely. I intend the ship to give wings to a third faction of sorts, and unconnected to both the Imperial and Provincial armies. It's weird that the Imperial army isn't, the Imperial family's forces, but I guess you gave that all to the Chancellor, I guess. To that end, I would think of no finer captain than Viscount Arced. Well, that at least explains some of it. I see what you're getting at, yeah. The fastest airship in the Empire, captained by the Radiant Blade Master. Couldn't ask for a stronger deterrent than that, I'll say. Well, that's my hope anyway. About half of the crew here are on loan from my division, the 7th Armored. The rest are civilians representing a variety of nationalities and social classes. As for me, I'm here because I'm just that good at gathering information. They've also tasked me as the point man for keeping in touch with the guild and all its local branches. Makes sense to me. Toval's definitely a good choice. He's got tact and presence to spare. Me, on the other hand, I'm more of the face-punching type. Frankly, I'm still shocked we're here. I never have imagined we'd be flying in such a marvel of a ship, with such a distinguished crew. You got me curious now. Are you intending to tour the whole Empire like this? That's our plan, yes. The hope is that it might help assuage some of the tension that's been building across the nation. And if we happen to intimidate the Imperial Liberation Front while we're at it, all the better. Ah, that makes sense, considering they've got their own airship too. The Intelligence Division and the RMP seem to be keeping them in check for now, but having a ship like this in the air will definitely put even more pressure on the Liberation Front. In other words, this ship allows me to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Gaius, isn't it? And if I ever feel the urge to stretch my wings, I can take to the skies whenever the mood strikes me. Perhaps one day, I'll even be able to put on a recital soaring in the sky above Heimdall. Well, putting aside certain idiotic flights of fancies. At this speed, it should take less than an hour to reach Roar. Feel free to make yourselves at home while you're aboard. Aside from restricted areas like the engine room, you have the run of the ship. Go on, poke around a bit. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks. I think I'll take you up on that. And that's how we ended up flying to our destinations, aboard the Empire's newest, most cutting-edge cruiser. But we didn't just sit and look out the windows, of course. Since we had the captain's permission, we each set out exploring the Courageous, seeing what this top-of-the-line airship had to offer. Okay. Talk to everybody, I guess. Everything on this airship is really cutting edge. Prince Oliver does love his surprises. For his return to Heimdall and Arcel, and now this. I knew that the captain's daughter would be coming aboard, but seeing them talk is rather heartwarming. Please relax and leave the operating of the ship to us. The crew here comes from a wide range of backgrounds, but we're all confident in our skills. Honestly, you could have told me about this a little sooner. Is this the reason you've been so busy lately? No, I apologize for the secrecy, but much of this project fell under the veil of strict confidentiality. It's quite the word. There are some things I'm forbidden of speaking of, even to my daughter. I'm sure you realize that. But Klaus must have known, right? Why was he allowed to know while I was left in the dark? Well, we're really honored to have been invited aboard. We can rest a bit easier once we arrive in Roar, knowing we had an Imperial escort. Indeed you can. The Provincial Army will have little choice but to accommodate you. This ship's purpose is to act as a deterrent to both factions, as well as the Imperial Liberation Front. By doing that, we hope that the Courageous will hold the old guard at bay long enough for something new to take root. I'm sure it will. They chose wisely in naming you captain. Still, I assume that's not this ship's only purpose. Well, true. Building an airship this advanced seems excessive for all. If you're all going to use it as a deterrent. Laura's right. There has to be some other purpose it was made to fulfill. Huh, very perceptive of you. Forget that I wasn't able to discuss this with you properly when you were in Legram last month. But I'm proud to see just how much you've grown since you enrolled at the Academy. I have my class to thank for that. Learning alongside them has been a constant source of insight. So tell me, Rean, how's she doing? Is Lyra getting along with the other students? You can't tell me you're gonna be whispering to Rean when she's literally 2 feet from us, staring right at us. Come on now. Huh? I think she's been fitting in fine. I see. That's reassuring to hear. At times, I worry that growing up in a sword-fighting household caused her to end up less well-rounded than her peers. I hope you and the others will continue to look out for her. Of course. We're glad she's with us. Can't imagine Class 7 without her. I can't help but get the feeling that she's something more to you than simply a classmate. Whatever the truth may be, I hope you will continue treating her as the lady she is. I'm not one to abide inappropriate behavior towards my daughter. I don't have the faintest idea of what you're talking about. Sure, Rain, sure. But I like to think I know how to conduct myself towards my classmates. You say that. But do you? Good, good. That's what I want to hear. Hello? Gonna just stare? What are you two going on about with all your whispering, your furtive glances? That's a word. It's nothing you need to concern yourself with. Just a little discussion between men. You needn't worry. We'll be sure to get you to your field study safely. As a student of Thor's, I expect you to give your utmost. He really does care about her. What, you needed that in order to figure that out? Come on, Rain. Okay, I should probably not... I'm going to talk to everybody. But I'm not going to read all this. We'll be here all day. We're cruising along so smoothly, it almost feels like we're on with the wind. One with the wind. It's like the airship is a crimson Pegasus soaring through the sky. I feel like that would be a way rougher ride. We're really lucky to know who we know. Okay, yeah, that's a sentence. We're really lucky to know who we know. I can't imagine many people will ever get to experience something like this. We owe the winds of the goddess our thanks. Okay. So now I guess I go around and talk to everybody. And then afterwards, maybe something will happen. It didn't tell me to go speak to anybody specific. Okay. Hold? Okay. Oh, there you two are. Couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had no idea the Reinford Company was involved in developing something on this scale all this time. Then I find out it was a collaboration with the Einstein Foundation and ZCF. On top of that, she's got her hands in the development of our Arcus units too. It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now? Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of the projects in development at the Reinford Group. Lastly, the directors have... I knew it. Oh, hello, Masterine. Sorry, am I interrupting something? No, it's okay. Have you finished exploring the airship? I expect it'll be quite a while longer before we reach Roar. Finished? I don't even think I've seen half of it yet. It's kind of overwhelming. I'm looking forward to landing in Roar, though. It's been a while since I've seen the industrial metropolis. It's not too far from my hometown, so I'd always hear about it in passing. Oh, that's right. You're from Ymir, so I guess you would then. You want a little refresher? I can bring you up to speed on all the things Roar. Sure, why not? Roar used to be a factory town, but it's grown into a hotspot for technology as a result of its steel and heavy industry. The population is around 200,000, and since the city's in the Norte province, it's under Marquis Ragnar's jurisdiction. Ah, that's right. Still find it kind of weird that Angelica is his daughter. You know, last time I visited, it felt like the whole city was man-made. Trees and grass were rare sights. It made it kind of hard to tell how large the city really was. Well, the city itself is basically one giant structure, divided into several levels. It's been expanded so many times that even long-term residents occasionally wind up in places they don't recognize. Well, I've lost count of the number of times I've had to go pick Lady Lisa when she was lost her way. That was when I was a kid. Don't say it like it still happens. Really, it was a long time ago. Something tells me we're looking not not quite so distant past. Anyway, north of Roar is the Sanshin Iron Mine. Shachsen Iron Mine. That's this game in its name sometimes. Who knows what that actually is. The iron mine there makes its way into most of the Reinberg Group's products in some form or another. The amount of ore they get from just that one mine is immense. The Empire would be a different place today without it. I don't doubt it. Even our textbooks mention the Sanshin Mine. It's been vital to the Empire since before the Orbital Revolution. In the center of Roar, you can't miss the Reinberg Group's corporate headquarters, which is basically my house. Honestly, I was hoping I wouldn't have to go back anytime soon. Lisa, I guess there's no point in moping about it now. Yet to find a field study that didn't spiral into some sort of hectic adventure, but I'm ready if you are. We'll just take it as it comes. I'll be wishing you all the best. Okay. We got a bunch of tanks of our own. It's neat. Okay. Now we go here. Living quarters, I guess. Front deck. Can I go there? Okay, I'm assuming I just need to talk to those two to finish everything, so okay. So we'll look around everywhere else first. Wait, what's the other side? Boarding gate. Usually they block off the yellow thing when we can't do it. That's weird that's still there. Okay, with all of this. That's another red one. I don't know who we're supposed to talk to last. What are you selling? Okay. Come on, nobody wants to see dudes sing. It's all about the ladies. Besides, if you make the outfit skimpy enough, guys will be breaking down the doors to get in. Are you three working out what to do for our concert? Yeah, we've got the general gist of it figured out now, but let me ask you, Reen. Would you prefer males or female vocals? That's a really important question too, since it'll change the audience we draw. It's a tough decision. Why don't we try both then? You know what? That'd be perfect. Did you really not think of that? Come on, guys. Come on. Do better. Yeah, I really like that idea. 2 songs will be perfect length too. Rehearsing will be a bit tougher, but I think we should get it. We should do it. It lets us use both plans too. We won't stop me complaining. Won't see me complaining. He seems real excited for this. Hey, I'm not trying to talk to you right now. I'm trying to talk to this guy. There. Your ideas have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer. You realize that this will put us in direct competition with Class 1, correct? We'll need to do something with a degree of class in order to take them on. Okay. So... just to be sure... Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter which one of them I talk to first. Well, this ship is amazing. We're flying faster than a bird. Take that, bird. Now I kind of want one. I wonder if Gramps will get me my own airship if I ask him really nice. You can already fly around on Aragetlum. Don't go getting greedy. The fact that we're above the clouds means we should be both freezing and having a hard time breathing here. And especially not, you know, standing here on the deck, having no issues at all. If we're going like, I'm assuming ARG is like, or the SPH, something per hour, is at least comparable to like a decent speed, I want to say. So, yeah. The view from up here is so beautiful. Feels like I'm weightless, soaring peacefully above the clouds. You know, this is actually the first time I've ever been aboard an airship. Well, I think I'm starting to feel a little dizzy. Is that normal? The airship was used in the course was the airship we used in the course was pretty fast, but this one's even faster. In fact, specs seem pretty high across the board. Fancy stuff. Never a dull moment in Class 7, I guess.
Ah, at long last, the Courageous has finally taken to the skies of Erebonia. I feel like a mother hen watching her chicks leave the nest.
I'll take your word for it.
This may sound a bit forward of me to say, but it sounds like you had some hurdles getting this project together.
It was no easy ride, I'll say that.
I doubt it would have come together without the Prince's unwavering dedication and tireless work. He had to find the time to raise funds and oversee the entire project, in addition to all his official duties. And to add to that, he had to take care of all the arrangements necessary to get Viscount Arcade installed as its captain.
I can't even imagine how busy your schedule must have been. Even from a student's perspective, it sounds brutal.
Well, for this ship to have any weight as a deterrent, I needed the Viscount. Thankfully, he agreed to my request. My plan is to create a neutral third power capable of acting independently of our nation's two competing factions. You can think of the Courageous as the first physical embodiment of that ideal.
A third party, huh?
And I guess when you're having issues, that is an idea.
I feel like I'm starting to understand at least part of what it is you're trying to accomplish.
The road will be a difficult one, though.
Though at the same time, it's not gonna fix the problem. You got two factions getting over their heads about what they should be doing, and just simply having a third party just step in just splits up the tension a little bit. It's not fixing the problem though.
True, but this is only the beginning. Seeing this ship soar through the clouds for the first time moves my heart, just as when Class 7 was formally established. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for the Courageous, and for the brave men and women of your class.
Your Highness.
We live in interesting times. The political situation across the Empire seems to grow more ominous by the day. But, with any luck, making a real show out of this ship's launch will push back against the prevailing climate.
Well, that's the hope at least. Either way, you'll have your whole life to split hairs about politics. For now, give your attention to your field study.
Thank you. I know you have high expectations for us, and I hope we'll be able to meet them.
Alright. So as far as I can tell, I just have to talk to this last group and then we'll continue the story. Question is how much time that'll take. Yeah, I guess I have time if I'm going there. After this cutscene, we should end up. Hopefully, the cutscenes aren't too long. We should end up in a place I can stop soon. Hopefully.
Instructor Sarah? Toval? What are you guys doing out here?
Oh,
Just a little bracer-to-bracer information swapping.
That's about the long and short of it. Been a while since I saw you guys, though. Not since last month in Legram.
Yeah, always nice to see a friendly face, though.
Well, despite keeping in touch with him and setting up these arrangements, it came as a surprise to me to see him on board, too.
Clearly, it was meant to be. Honestly, I was only brought on because of my connection with Viscount Arcade.
This airship really is in a class all its own, though. It's not every day you see a ship owned by the Imperial family and captained by the Radiant Blade Master.
This cruiser has the potential to be an important force in Erebonia going forward. Without ties to the Imperial or Provincial armies, it can potentially keep both of them in check if need be. It might not be able to do that quite as well as a strong guild presence could, but it'll still help protect a lot of people.
That's true. It still frustrates me how the guild used to be an institution here, and now we're just barely keeping the lights on. At least the Crossbell branch sends its people over to help us out when we need a hand, though.
Wenzel's one thing, but we owe McLean so many favors, I've lost count.
Again, names that are probably in the other games.
McLean? Wait, are you talking about...
Oh, yeah, I guess you would have heard of him. He's an A-rank bracer over at the Crossbell branch. A guy we used to work with named Wenzel works there now too. Wait, maybe we should back it up a bit.
The guy we're talking about is Arios McLean, aka the Divine Blade of Wind. The name probably sounds familiar to you because he's also a practitioner of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I've never met him myself, but I heard a lot about him from my master. He mastered the school's second form, and sounds about as untouchable as anyone who holds the title of Divine Blade.
Well, he's pretty damn strong, I'll give you that. Bailed me out of more tough spots than I'd like to admit.
Which one's the second form? I mean, don't you use each of the forms? Doesn't Reen use all of them? What's the second form?
Speaking of, you know who else is a student of the 8 Leaves School? Cassius Bright.
Cassius Bright. Yeah, that's another name I'm pretty sure from Trails in the Sky? Something like that.
We were talking about him before, remember? He's the bracer who took command during that big incident 2 years ago.
Again, I can't remember if he's one of the main characters or the father of the main characters. I can't remember.
Though from what I heard, he left the way of the sword behind a while back.
Cassius Bright was here in Erebonia. Wait, 2 years ago.
It was an eventful time, to put it lightly. And yeah, we have Cassius to thank for getting us past that. But afterward, well, you know the story from there. They shuttered guild branches all across the Empire, one after the other, and your dear, sweet instructor was out of a job.
I'd be glad to give you all the grisly details, but it's a long story. We should probably save it for another time. But hey, the guild seems to have a good track record with folks from the 8 Leaves School. Maybe you should consider a career as a bracer. Door's always open, you know?
Me? A bracer? Huh. I never really thought about it before.
Hey, there's enough of us singing the Bracer blues without you trying to recruit my students.
Never hurts to start them early. Seriously though, we're always looking for more good people. If that's something you wanted to do, I wouldn't turn you down.
I'll give it some thought.
Soon I head back and things continue.
Attention all crew members and passengers.
Do they have a robot? Or an AI or something? Because that's what that sounds like.
We will soon be entering Ruhr airspace.
Either that or they gave someone weird modulation to their voice when they speak on the intercom.
Please prepare for landing, and make sure you have all personal effects with you before disembarking.
Why are they talking like they're a public transport?
Sounds like we're almost there. That was a shorter flight than I'd expected. Guess I'd better go round up the others and start getting ready.
Ruhr Airport's granted us permission to land.
Commence landing preparations. And keep the engine warm. We'll be taking off again right after our guests have disembarked.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Preparing the Courageous to land.
Including today, you've got 3 days for this month's field study. Make them count, guys. I plan to. We'll do the best we can. You guys be careful in Ordis, okay? Yeah, sounds like things could get dangerous there. Don't sweat it. We'll be fine. We ought to be alright if a certain someone can keep her mouth shut. Take care and roar, everybody. Will do. When we get back, we'll be jumping straight into festival prep. Hope you're ready to discover the true terror of planning committees. Wait, planning by committee? Okay, what? Oh, that's right. With everything that's happened so far today, I almost forgot about that. We'll have the songs and outfits finalized by the time we get back, and we should have the positions all figured out too. Let's try to save at least a bit of strength. It'd be a shame to come back too tired to outdo Class 1. I think I could find the energy. That's all the more reason for us to return safe and sound. Spirited joys of youth. I'm sure both your field study and Academy Festival will prove valuable experiences for all of you. Work hard out there, guys. Not too hard, though. You hear? May the goddess go with you. Take care. We will. We're just touching down on the massive Ruhr Airport, where we parted ways with the members of Group B. With us safely on the ground, wasted no time taking to the skies again, ferrying the others west to Orbis. Or was a maze in every direction, but Sharon guided us to Reinford's corporate headquarters without missing a step. Okay. This tunnel goes on forever. Can't help but recall trying to navigate Corellia Fortress. I guess... Oh, the light just went on. I guess when you build with tons of iron and concrete, everything starts to look pretty similar. We're not far from the city center now. You might want to brace yourselves, for it has an even weirder layout than the capital. Hey, that's my hometown you're talking about, but I can't deny it's true. Looks like we're finally out, and now it's dark again. Looks like a shopping mall so far. That guy's just doing laps, I guess. Industrial Metropolis. Well, cities extends above and below. RC car. Well, Aurora grew up around steel fabrication and heavy industry. That's how it came to be known as the Empire's Industrial Metropolis. You were right, it is weird. It's got a population around 200,000 people too. It's as big as the capital of a smaller country. I feel like the city has gotten even bigger since the last time I was here. The Reinford corporate headquarters is on the upper level, right? That's right. If you'd like to visit, just head up the escalator.
welcome you to Ruhr, home of... I sincerely
Oops.
hope that your field study here will be a fulfilling one.
She's gonna say home of the Reinford Company, I think. Okay, here we are. There's something I have to do. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Hey. Wow. Moving stair... What did you say that's called again? Escalators? Right, the first one was built in Zeist. After that, the technicians... Guess that's just what... Little kids, I swear. Look at that. Thanks for, giving me 3 seconds to read an entire sentence. What is that? It's an awfully strange shape for a building. Wait, that's not even a building, is it? Nice catch, Reen. That's actually an orbital generator. It's so big. Ruhr has so many factories and industrial facilities that the city uses an enormous amount of orbital energy. Having large generators that send energy where it's needed and is more efficient than each factory producing its own energy. That is quite a setup. Technology's really come a long way in such a short time. Okay, you're not gonna force me to continue, or come on. Oh, I've seen the building in pictures, but it's even more commanding in person. Guess you wouldn't expect any less from Reinford's corporate head HQ. Couldn't believe my eyes the first time I saw it either. It's a big building, sure, though not as big as Orkis Tower in Schlossbell. Orcus Tower, I think it's called. That's a 40-floor skyscraper, the tallest one on the continent now, I think. Oh, that's the tower we could see from Grellier Fortress, right? Yeah, that's where they were holding the trade conference last month. No need to be so modest, Lisa. It's your family's digs. No one's gonna mind if you talk it up a bit. I'm not trying to... Well, shall we go inside? No, not yet. Good. I have to do something. I have to go the wrong way. It is tradition.
Master Reen, please don't cause too much trouble. Let's make our way to the Reinford headquarters.
Don't tell me what to do.
Right, of course. Why is she singling me out?
Alright, we'll head back up then. No, I want to do this again. See if she says anything new.
Master Reen?
I'm sorry. That'll give me nightmares.
Sweet dreams.
Does she say anything else? Does she kill me? Do I die instantly and the game's over if I keep doing this? No. Aw, that would have been fun. Oh well. Is there anything I can miss here? Oh, it tells you about that thing that just happened. Huh. I guess it only happens twice, huh? Okay, so... Of course, as tradition, we will do this. I will never go the correct way. Let's stop here. It's a pretty good place to stop. Okay. Stretch. Okay. Thank you for joining me. That'll be it for today. Tomorrow will be what is it? Sekiro? Yeah, it'll be Sekiro tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Here, let's do. There we go. All right. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to follow and subscribe and all that stuff. You can follow me on Twitch with Luminiferous Quack, and then you can subscribe on YouTube to get stuff you might have missed. I'm uploading videos every day, about 4 videos a day of different playthroughs that are going on right now. As soon as I finish one of these, it'll be a little bit more streamlined, because I won't have 3 things going on. I have to switch between when I'm editing. But yeah, and again, as you can see all the stuff there, there's a Discord, Luminous Quack, that you can join. The link is in the below the Twitch thing where it has all those links and stuff like that. I don't know if I put these on YouTube yet, but by the time this comes out, I definitely will have put those links there. And then yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and all that stuff. I would really appreciate the help. And yeah, that'll be it. Have a good one, everybody. I'm gonna get something in my stomach. But anyway, good night, good day, whatever time you have. Have a good one. Hey guys, hope you liked that. If you did, please consider giving me a subscribe, a like, follow, all that stuff on all these places here. As you can see, I have a Twitch with Luminiferous Quack where I record these and play games, all this stuff. A lot of new stuff coming out. And of course, yeah, you can follow me on YouTube here, or subscribe, and Luminiferous Quack here. And then you have Twitter, where you can get notifications and all that good stuff. And new things going on where I would send messages and all that stuff. So please consider all that stuff, and have a good one.